Hey, how's it going, hunters? This is just a video update of my previous video to a gathering build. I'm gonna show you guys I want to say minor changes, but they're decent changes. Um, so yeah, if you looked at my last video, one of the things I was running, I'll start it off by saying that I ended up changing the headpiece. So I was using the hunter's headgear, but it turns out that this hunter's headgear, um, the skills on it is just one of them was obsolete, like it wasn't doing anything. Um, so Scoutfly range up was really nice. I enjoyed having that, especially because I could be like if I'm in the guiding lands and I'm in the middle of the location, certain section, um, I could pretty much detect all in that section. And then Scholar, this was like one of the main reasons why I was running this helmet, was because I thought Scholar would help you when it comes to getting those tempered investigations, but I didn't really notice a difference not having it, so I decided to just scratch that. I think this is only for like story driven special investigations, and as far as like researching on a monster, like getting those like the hunter's notes at the, was it like the resource center, or not the resource center, I forgot. Anyways, the Linean researcher guy. But yeah, so I ended up swapping that out for what I'm wearing right now is the Guildwork head beta. Now this is going to give you 2 points in botanist. The honey hunter, that's one of the things I was missing in my previous video, because you know I just want to get that honey. And then you got a level 3 and a level 4 gem slot, so it's really nice to have. The next piece I'm running the Hornator, is the same one as last video. Comes with the Fluvial Expert. That's nice to have if you're doing any kind of gathering in the Rotten Vale and you don't want to be taking those ticks of damage. Definitely pick up this piece. And then I added this one because of the Pro Transporter. The critical boost is just there. I'm not really concerned about that. This is, after all, just a gathering build. Pro Transporter is really nice. I remember when I was trying to complete my optionals, one of the optionals was like deliver or transport those hot spring stones, and as long as you have pro transporters, carrying around those stones is it's almost like you're not carrying anything at all. It's really amazing. You should give it a try. And yeah, it's anyways. The next one I'm using is the Tentacle Coil. I picked that up because it has 1 point in Constitution, 1 point in Stamina Surge. It's decent. I mean, I'm not too concerned about stamina when it comes to this build, because most of the time, if you're about to run low on stamina, chances are you're already at a place that you're going to be mining or picking up bone piles. And while you're doing that, your stamina is going to go back up anyway, so it's no biggie. But I did want the gem slots that it has, which is a level 4, level 1, and a level 1. Next one is the Death Garen Grease. I don't think I had this in my last build. I might have. I don't remember. But it comes with 2 tool specialists. That's nice to have because you're definitely going to want your Ghillie Mantle on the lowest cooldown possible. At least for me, that's what I prefer. And then it comes with the level 4, level 1, level 1 gem slots. And yeah, my Ghillie Mantle and Glider Mantle are upgraded. So you got 2 level 3s gem slots and 2 level 4 gem slots. And in them, I'm pretty much running the Marathon Runner on both of them. They're just, yeah, so if I'm wearing one, I'll have maxed out Marathon Runner. If I'm wearing the other one, same thing. Where'd it go? As for the charm, same thing, the Geomancy charm. I was thinking about using different, I think it was a different headpiece that had Detector. I think it was Detector. but didn't have Forager's Luck, so I decided, you know what, I'm not going to use that headpiece. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the Geomancy charm. I can't think of any other charm I would replace and try to rearrange. And yeah, most of these armor pieces have key skills that I just cannot duplicate or get anywhere else. For example, like a Fluvial Expert, that's the staple. Pro Transporter, that's kind of a staple for me. And the Honey Hunter, that's a staple for me. As for the weapon, it doesn't really matter what weapon you use. I personally prefer this one because it already starts off with 2 gem slots, one level 2 and one level 3. But I augmented this one to have one more gem slot level 1. And I'll show you why once we get into the decorations. But another reason why I like this Gamma Horn, and I stated this in the previous video, is because you can do the movement speed melody, which is basically going to help you, move faster, get to places faster. But even though I have it, I don't really use it. So I'm at this point, I'm just kind of like whatever. But hey, if you guys, yeah, like I said, you don't have to use a hunting horn. It could be anything. You just want to have whatever weapon you choose. You want to have these 2 level 2s and a level 1, because that's what I'm using for that. So I'll get into the decorations. So for the decorations, I'm using a Sprinter Jewel. That's for the marathon runner. That's going to be completed by the glider or the ghillie, whichever one you put on. We got the Cooling Jewel. I understand that some of these jewels are going to be hard for you guys to get, but I mean, most of these are not too bad. You don't really need Heat Guard. It's nice to have, but you're going to survive in the volcano. You could always, take yourself a cool drink. This just saves me the hassle of having to do that. It's not needed for this build. It's basically what I'm trying to say. So like, if you don't have the hard Intimidator, you might have a regular Intimidator. So you might want to just throw in that extra Intimidator jewel, level 1 jewel, where the Cooling Jewel is. And then I have the Scent. So Scent Hound increases gauge fill rate. Yep. I got Hard Geology. That gives you automatically 3 points in Geologist. 1 Maintenance. A Botany. That gives me 2 points, plus the 2 points that the Hornitor already... No wait, the headpiece already has. That completes our 4. We got the Warming Jewel. Again, this is one of those things that you don't need it in here if you're struggling to get these jewels. You could always take a hot drink, but this is just one of those, nice to have for me. We got 3 Specimen Jewels. That's going to give us our Entomologist to level 3. And then we got our, I already said, the Hard Intimidator. We got the Mire Walker. That's going to pretty much prevent lowered movement speed while you're, snow, water, sand, or whatever, you name it. And then we got Hungerless. We got 3 of them. So that's going to prevent you from losing stamina during your expedition. It's really nice. And then I have Hard Tiptoe. Like a lot of these, like Hard Tiptoe, Hard Intimidator, you don't really need them. That's just one of those things that I like to have, and it's really nice, to prevent, to make it harder for monsters to see you and the other ones, so, the small ones don't bug you. So they don't attack you, they don't engage in combat with you, and prevent you from trying to fly to camp. As for my item loadout, I'll show you guys real quick. This is typically what I run. So I do, 10 potions. That way, if I'm out gathering, say, honey, they'll automatically get crafted into makeup potions. 1 max potion, in case I die, I just want to have it already in my item loadout instead of having to try to eat again or go into the camp and try to pull one of these because, hey, I got killed, and yeah. Same thing with the well done steak. Cool drink. Yeah, I don't need it. I don't know why I had it in there. I think it was because I didn't have the jewel at the time, but yeah, I don't need that in there. I'll just fix that real quick. Bait bug. Sometimes I'll do fishing, and some fish just don't want to bite the regular fake lure, so I'll throw in a bait bug. Dung pod. If you ever do, if your ghillie is ever on a a cooldown timer, and you just happen to get engaged by a large monster, you want to be able to deter him. So yeah, Farcaster. It's also another great escape tool. Raw meat. You don't need that on there. I just had it on there last time because every time I go on an expedition, I at least try to make myself some well done steak. And then binoculars. This was when I was looking for rare endemic life, like those moles. It's nice to have so you can look at them from a far distance and not scare them off, and it saves you the trouble of having to wait for a ghillie mantle, because like say you're in the forest region and you're about to head to the spire region, and you're afraid that you might scare the moles, and you don't want to put on your ghillie mantle, because chances are if there's no mole, well, you just wasted the use of a ghillie mantle. Now you have to wait for a cooldown. Or if you have binoculars, you can look at them from a distance and try to see whether or not you want to put on the ghillie or not. So I just threw it on there, and well, might as well, since I'm here, go ahead and boom. So yeah, this is the build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and give it a try. If you like it, let me know. If there's anything that you would change, also let me know. And yeah, happy hunting.